Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. Now, we're going to wait here a few seconds to see if the stream works. Give it about 30 seconds. Just to see if the stream is going to work out for us, if there's not going to be any connection issues. Nope. Judging from that 30-second mark, we are good. All right, everyone. Welcome to another stream. And in today's stream, first, let's wait for more people to join. We'll get at least one, maybe two in there before we begin the actual stream. Just want to make sure that everyone joins in. Let me get my trusty iPad set up. Alrighty, my God. Alright, so we have our first person joining in. Hello, drop something in the chat. I'll give you a shout out. Now that we got one person, and alrighty, we will just wait for people to join. Like I said, we're just waiting for people to join. Just waiting for some people to join the chat and start watching the stream before we get into anything. Once people join, Last time there wasn't people to about 8 minutes into it, so you just gotta hold on, especially when your channel is small as mine. So just gotta keep going until people begin to join. Alrighty.
Are you done on your live thing?
No, I'm going for a little while. I'm live. Alright, we got one person joining in. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Please drop a comment so I can give you a shout out. Hello and welcome to the stream. As the title suggests, this is a Q&A / in-depth analysis solo live stream. So that means, but first, let's find out who is in the chat. Drop something down in the chat so we know who's there, and I will basically give a little rundown of what we will be doing. So what we're basically doing here is that you will give me a ship, and I will look it up and give you a technical, in-depth analysis of the ship. And then if you have any questions for me, any questions on my views on what's been going on with Star Wars or Star Trek, I'll be happy to do it. So, while we wait to get some more people in and some requests of ships, or if the one person that is watching right now has a ship they would like me to do, go ahead, drop it in the chat, and I will look at it. So, for the first ship today, we're going to start off a bit simple, nothing too big. We're going to be starting off with, we're not going to start with Star Wars, we're going to start with Star Trek. So let's look up a Star Trek ship. Sorry, I have to drink some water. That's why I had to quit my last stream, because my throat got too dry. Alrighty. Alright, so we got another person in. Alright, everyone, make sure you drop something in the chat to let me know you're here. I can give your channel a shout out. And so we can just start engaging. Remember, you give me a ship from Star Wars or Star Trek, I give you a technical in-break analysis. It doesn't even have to be a ship, it can also be a ground vehicle. As well, if you have any questions for me, I'll answer them for you. So, for the first ship, and since we're just getting started, I will be doing the first ship. The first ship we will be doing is the Vesta class from Star Trek. The Vesta class. The Vesta class starship had an affiliation with the United Federation of Planets and Starfleet. It was classified as a multi-mission explorer, and service period was from 2380 to the 25th century. Its length was 672 meters, width was 195, and height was 88. It had a mass of 3,321,630 metric tons. specifications were it had 23 to 30 decks. Crew was about 750 to 745. Speed was warp 9.9 quantum slipstream drive. It had armaments of Mark 8 phaser cannons and quantum torpedoes. It had defenses of a deflector shield, and it had a Federation shuttlecraft and 6 runabouts. That was the Vesta class multi-mission explorer. Alrighty, so now that you got the basic gist of what I'm going to be doing, start dropping some ships down below of what I could be doing. And if we do not have a ship by minute 15, I will pick another ship. But I don't want to do that. I want to keep this for the people. So, let us wait. Alrighty, hello to anyone who just entered the stream. Make sure you drop something in the chat so I know who's here. And in this video and in this live stream, we'll be doing a Q&A / in-depth. Krabby Llama, what is up, my dude? This is just like the last stream. The Assassinator. Basically, this is how it's going to be doing. Okay, we got 3 people. I know 2 people in the chat. I need to know who that 3rd person is. Come on, don't be shy. We are a very friendly chat here. So we got Krabby Llama and the Assassinator. Welcome, and we got 1 more person. So make sure you guys also drop a like on the stream, and let's try to find out who that 3rd person is. The Assassinator, we do not do real names. And if you know me in my personal life, great. You do not mention anything we do outside of the channel. That is to keep me and other people in the chat safe. So, like last stream, you guys give me a ship from either Star Wars or Star Trek, and I will give you an in-depth analysis, a technical in-depth analysis. And as well, if you have any questions for me, I will gladly answer them, but keep it to Star Wars and Star Trek or sci-fi related only. I will not be answering personal questions. Stacy Chase, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. So far we got Stacy Chase 11, the Assassinator, and we got Krabby Llama. 3 very good people. All right. Now, I'm sure since Stacy was here last time, she obviously knows what we're doing in this. So, if you know what we're doing, just start looking up ships. Some good websites to go is Wikipedia and Memory Beta. Those 2 websites will give you everything you need. If you want to look in the search bar, you would either have to look up Star Wars ship classes or Star Trek ship classes, Memory Beta. Or if you want to go to Memory Alpha, either way, you just got to look up a Star Wars or Star Trek ship and I will give you a technical breakdown. Assassinator, I do not know what football means. Like I said, give me a Star Wars or Star Trek ship. Alright, so Krabby Llama, I did not get to see your ship. In Assassinator, there were many types of Star Destroyers. You have to give me a Pacific class. Imperial 1, Imperial 2, Bellator, Executor, Secutor, Allegiance. There are many types of Star Destroyers. You have to be a bit more Pacific. And Krabby Llama, I did not get your ship. If you could repeat that for me, please. Gladiator class. Let me look that up. Is that from Star Wars or Star Trek, Krabby Llama? Krabby Llama, do you mean the Gladiator class Star Destroyer, or is it a Gladiator class from Star Trek? The Star Destroyer Gladiator. Alrighty, my dudes. We got ourselves our first requested ship from the live stream. So let's begin. And like I said, we will be going off of Legends material because in the Star Brotherhood, we are a Legends community. Alright, so here we go. The Gladiator class Star Destroyer is manufactured by Rendili Star Drives and Kuat Drive Yards. It is from the Star Destroyer line. It is the model Gladiator class Star Destroyer. It is a class Star Destroyer, and it costs 34 million credits. It is at a length of 500 meters. It has a Class 1 hyperdrive with a backup Class 8, and hyperdrive system is equipped. Armament includes 5 light turbo laser batteries. It has 2 point defense laser cannon batteries, 2 torpedo or medium concussion missile launcher batteries, and 3 tractor beams. It has a complement of 24 starfighters with a crew of 1,255 crew members, and it can hold up to 1,200 troops. It has a cargo capacity of 6,000 tons, and it has enough consumables for 2 years. Availability is restricted to military. It has roles as a carrier/destroyer. It has been in the eras of the Rise of the Empire and the Rebellion era. However, it has been not limited to that. It is also in the Legacy/New Jedi Order era and Imperial Remnant. It has also been affiliation with the Galactic Empire and Pirates. However, smaller factions like the Splinter factions after the Battle of Endor, like the Pentastar Alignment, most notably the Greater Mal Drew, had a lot of these, and a lot of other small Empire Imperial factions had these. But my fellow Star Brotherhoodians is the Gladiator class Star Destroyer. Alright, Alright, so that has only been our first ship. We still have a lot of time to go, so let's get the next ship in. There's 4 people in the chat, so that means there was 4 times as likely that there should be a ship on that screen. So let's go. Give me a ship from either Star Wars or Star Trek. And while I was getting in-depth analysis, there seemed to have been a 4th. Hey, it's Piggity Papa. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Biggity Papa, we are doing the exact thing we did last time, a Q&A/in-depth analysis solo stream. So any ship you want me to do a technical in-break analysis, I will do. If you also have any questions regarding Star Wars, Star Trek, my opinions on some of the Star Trek things going on, or Star Wars things, I will gladly give my opinion. So without further ado, Planet Destroyer. We will look that up. I think there is a Planet Destroyer. Hold on. Let us look it up. Alrighty, so it looks like for your Planet Killer, we actually have Star Killer Base. If Stacy Chase is in the chat and is still watching, this should probably answer your question that you had last time in last stream on which planet Star Killer Base was. Let's do it. The Planet Destroyer, or also known as Star Killer Base, was in the unknown regions of the galaxy. Was in 7G sector. Was in sector G7G. System Star Killer Base system, formerly planet, was Mobile. There you go, Stacy. That was the old planet Mobile. It had an unidentified star. No, wait, I missed that. Formerly, the planet is Mobile after it became, Star Killer. Stop whining. Alright. It has 0 moons, its coordinate grid is G7, and orbital pattern is vertical. Which variation? The T70 or the T65? We did the T70, so if you want that, then you most likely want the T65. Which I will get to the T65 X-Wing right after this. Physical information on Star Killer. It has a diameter of 666 kilometers. It has a breathable atmosphere. It has a cold climate. Alright, Assassinator, we will get that. It has the planetary terrain is forest, ice, and mountains. Points of interest, the command center, the Gerard's quarters, and super weapon capable of destroying entire star systems. It has a immigrated species of human, population unknown, which was classified, major exports, kyber crystals / materials, and an affiliation with the Galactic Empire and the First Order. The Planet Destroyer, aka Star Killer Base. Alright, so now we have the T65 X-Wing requested by Assassinator. Here we go. Alrighty guys, here we go. Legends material for the T65 X-Wing was manufactured by the Incom Corporation, and its designer was Voss Van Houten. It is a line of the X-Wing Starfighter, model T65, class is Starfighter. A new T65 X-Wing will 149,999 credits, and a used X-Wing will put you back 90,000 credits. It has a length of 12.5 meters. Maximum acceleration is 3,700 Gs. It has an MLG of 100 MGLT. Maximum atmospheric speed of 1,050 kilometers. Higher speeds possible with deflector shields on. Mobility rate is about 75 DPS. Well, that is very interesting, Stacy, and thank you for letting me know. Even Star Brother doesn't know everything. I thank you for that wonderful information. You learn something new every day. Engine units. Incom 4L4 Frontal Thrust engines rated at 300 KTU. Alter configuration. Incom 4J4 Fusel Thrustal engines. 4 of them. It has a hyperdrive rating of a Class 1 hyperdrive with no backup. A hyperdrive system is an Incom JBK-558. The Supremacy. That's only because it's so big. Because it's being so big, it is so complicated to actually learn. Although, if you want a full in-depth analysis of the Supremacy and everything it does, might I recommend Nerd's Lore, as someone who can give you a bit better of the Supremacy. If you want me to do a technical breakdown of the Supremacy, I will gladly do it. Just someone say Supremacy in the chat, and I will gladly do the Supremacy, a technical breakdown of it. Oh, where was I? Alright, so the power plant. The power plant is a novel 04-Z cryogenic power cell. It also has an ionization reactor. It had a shielding of a Kelpent deflector shield generator. Hull was a titanium alloy hull. It had armaments. It had 4 Tame and Bag KX-9 or IX-4 laser cannons. It also had a corrupt MG7 proton torpedo launchers, each carrying 3 torpedoes each. And they had 2 torpedo launchers. It had a usage as a space security fighter and an escort. It was in 5 known eras: the Rise of the Empire, the Rebellion era, the New Republic era, the New Jedi Order era, and the Legacy era. It had affiliation with a ton of galactic power, so bear with me. It had affiliation with the Galactic Empire, the Alliance to Restore the Republic, the Alliance of Free Planets, the Core Sect, the Hapes Consortium, the New Republic, the Galactic Federation of Free Alliances, the New Jedi Order, and the Confederation. That is the T-65 X-Wing. Alright, peoples. I'm gonna go get a refill on water while you guys get some more ships from me. Alrighty guys, I am back. So, now that we got the T-65 X-Wing out of the way, is there any other ships you want? Oh, I just went to get some water. The reason why I had to cut the stream short 10 minutes early last stream was because my throat was getting too dry and I didn't have water, so I'm having a cup of water with me to continue this live stream and get it a bit longer than last time for my viewers. But I'm back and I'm ready. So, any new ships, let's do it. So, I will just sit here and wait. Now, if we do not have a new ship by minute 35, I will go ahead and do some of my reserved ships that I've kept reserved. So for now, we just wait. And if you guys have any questions for me, don't hesitate to ask. But remember, keep them Star Trek or Star Wars or science fiction all in general related. Like I said, guys, don't be shy to ask me some questions about Star Wars or Star Trek, or give me ships. We're very friendly here. Not someone who's going to yell at you for asking me a star. No sci-fi question is too stupid. Like I said, guys, if I don't have a ship by minute 35, I will go ahead and pick a ship myself. But I do not want to do that. I want to keep it for you guys. I wanted to roll here earlier. I want to keep it for you guys. I want to keep this, the Sentinel class landing craft. That's a different one. Alrighty. Who's your favorite Star Wars character and why? That is a really good question. I was really hoping someone would ask that. I will get to that as soon as I'm done with the Sentinel class. So, without further ado, the Legends information on the Sentinel class landing craft. It was the Sentinel class landing craft was manufactured by Scinar Fleet Systems with help from Keekness Spaceworks. It is modeled the Sentinel class landing craft. It is classed as a, of course, landing craft, and it will cut and the Empire, and it puts the Empire back about 2,040 credits. 200,040 credits. It had a length of 38 meters with a maximum acceleration of 2,400 Gs with a 70 MGLT. Maximum atmospheric speed of 10,000 kilometers an hour. Engine units are Kindness HD7 engine arrays with a hyperdrive of Class 1 with a backup Class 10. It has a shooting of 2 forward and 2 aft shielding generators rated at 100 SBD. It had a hull rated of 28 RU. Navigation systems, the navigation computer is equipped. Armament: 8 retractable laser cannons, 2 concussion missile launchers with 8 missiles each, 1 retractable ion cannon turret, and 2 retractable repeating blaster cannon turrets. I have 2 of those. It had a complement. The standard configuration for a Sentinel class can help the 54 Stormtroopers, 12 E-Web repeating heavy blasters, 6 47, 6 74Z speeder bikes, alternate configuration, 36 74Z speeder bikes, or 12 combat assault vehicles, or TIE Maulers. It had one pilot, one co-pilot slash sensor officer, and 3 gunners. Passengers could sit up to 75 troops. Cargo capacity of 180 metric tons. Total capacity for passengers or cargo. Consumables for 1 month. A high power and other systems include a high power calibration array, communications array. It had a usage for transport and shuttle. It was in 5 eras: the Rise of the Empire, the Rebellion era, the New Republic era, the New Jedi Order era, and the Legacy era. Affiliation with the Galactic Empire, the Alliance to Restore the Republic, the New Republic, the Galactic Federation of Free Alliances, the Jedi Coalition, mercenary groups, the Imperial Remnant, and the Fel Empire. However, that does not disconclude the other Imperial Remnant factors, which include the Greater Maldrud, the Pentastar Alignment, the Empire of the Hand. It also includes the Hapes and many other Imperial splinter groups. Now, when I say Imperial splinter groups, what I mean is that after the Battle of the Endor and the death of the Emperor, which held the Empire together, all the warlords, grand admirals, and really high-ranking officials took a bunch of ships they controlled and began creating their own little empires, which is where you get some of these names like the Greater Maldrud, the Pentastar Alignment, the Hapes Consortium. So when I say Imperial splinter groups, that's what I mean. I didn't know if that was confusing any of you guys, but I just had to clear that up. Alright. Now that we got that out of the way, a question was asked. GR75 medium transport. Pickety Poppin', I will get to that. I will get to that after I answer Stacy Chase's 11 question. Alright. Everyone wants to know who's my favorite character. And everyone may assume that I like Luke Skywalker or Han Solo and all that. I actually don't. My favorite character is actually a villain. My favorite character is Mithra Ndurodo, or otherwise known as Thrawn. Thrawn is a Chiss species. Hold on, I can get a picture of him. Hold on. This right here is Thrawn. Thrawn is a Chiss species and is a tactical genius. In one single swipe, in almost one single swipe, he almost decimated 2 massive cells of the rebellion. This story goes, in 2 BBY, the Masasi group and the Phoenix Cell were preparing a massive attack on the Lothal fuel depots. I see, now quick timeout. I see we got 3 more members. I see we got 2 more people in the chat that's just joined us in. Drop something in the chat so we know you're here. And we got that out of the way. I'm answering a question left by Stacy Chase 11. Who is my favorite Star Wars character and why? Now I said Thrawn because in 2 BBY, 2 cells of the rebellion, the Masasi group led by General Jan Dodonna, and the Phoenix Cell led by Commander Jun Sato, was about to do a joint attack on a planet called Lothana. It was producing a very experimental TIE fighter called the TIE Defender. Now, Thrawn got word of this, and in one fatal swoop, sent 6 Star Destroyers, 2 Arquitens-class cruisers, and 2 Immobilizer-class interdictor cruisers, and completely decimated the rebel fleet. It ended up in the death of Commander Jun Sato and his Quasar Fire-class cruiser carrier, It led to the destruction of over 75% of the rebels there. Only one CR-90 Corvette, 2 Hammerhead Corvettes, and a handful of starfighters survived. There was exactly 3 CR-90, there were exactly 5 CR-90s, 3 Hammerhead Corvettes, 2 Brahata gunships, a wide assortment of other arrays, 1 Quasar Fire-class cruiser carrier, and 3 Nebulon Bs, including one called the Vanguard, which was General Dodonna's flagship. In one fatal swoop, Thrawn destroyed 75% of that fleet, leaving only a small freighter called the Ghost, 1 CR-90 Corvette, and 2 Hammerheads. Those were the only ships that survived, and a handful of A-Wings. But other than that, all other ships were completely destroyed. That is why Thrawn is my favorite. I think it would just look like a very pale and bald Wookiee. That is why Thrawn is my favorite. And that is who is my favorite character. I hope that answered your question very well. If you want to know more about Thrawn, I can go into his into his history. If you want me to do a breakdown of his life and his Imperial career. But requested by Piggity Poppin', of course, we have to do the GR-75 medium transport. Alrighty. Here we go. The GR-75 transport was created by Glass-Free Yards Incorporated. It was the model of a GR-75 medium transport. Its class was medium transport, and about new, it would cost people about 350,000 credits new, and 125,000 credits used. Technical specifications include its length clocked in about 90 meters. It had a maximum acceleration of 900 Gs, 20 mglt, maximum atmospheric speed of 675 kilometers an hour. It has a Class 4 hyperdrive. It had a shooting of 240 RB, SBD. It had a hull of rated about 160 RU. It had a standard no variant 2-4 twin-linked laser cannon turrets that was very, very lightly armored. Most GR-75s had no armament. Crew, on a standard GR-75, 6 people. On the altered version, it would be 6 crew members and 1 gunner. Passengers about 90 or 40. Cargo capacity 19,000 metric tons. Consumables for 6 months. It had a role, it had a lot of roles, so bear with me now. Its main role was transport. Modified versions include a shuttle, fuel tanker, fire ship, salvage ship, slave ship, landing craft, and hospital ship. Eras include the Rise of the Empire era, the Rebellion era, the New Republic era, the New Jedi Order era, and the Legacy era. The affiliation had with the Galactic Republic, the Galactic Empire, the Alliance to Restore the Republic, the Hutt Cartel, and the New Republic. The GR-75 medium transport. Alrighty, guys. There's no character in Star Wars named Q. If you're thinking of the Q I'm thinking about, then you mean Star Trek. But there is no character in Star Wars named Q. Yes, there's a character in Star Trek named Q, but not Star Wars, unfortunately. But yes, Q is a funny character in Star Trek. Alrighty, guys, I'm bring in those ships, guys. Well, you guys bring in some. Oh, Impractical Jokers. Okay. Yeah, I like that show. Joe's my favorite, though. Because Joe has Larry, and Larry's funny. Alright, so I'm going to go get some more water, and you guys get some more ships. Yes, Biggity Poppin'. I watch Impractical Jokers, and if you can get the tickets, sure. Alrighty. So, now that we got the Impractical Joker thing out of the way, any new ships, guys? Come on. If we do not have a ship by minute 50, I will pick a ship. Like I said, if you... Alright, so like I said, if you guys want me to do a biography of Thrawn, I will gladly give you one. It may take a little while for me to do his full life, but yes, I will give you a biography of Thrawn, my favorite Star Wars character of all time. Alright, you want me to do this biography of Thrawn? Alrighty. Here we go. Mithra Nudorodo. Do you want a canon or legends history? Because there are two completely different histories in canon and legends. So I want to leave it up to you guys. Do you want a canon history or legends? I can't do both because that would take way too long. But if you tell me to do one now, I will redo the research and give you the other one later. Okay, so you want a canon one in this stream. So next stream, the first thing we'll do in the next stream is give you a legends. No Piggity Poppin', you spelled that right. Alright. The canon story of Mithra Nudorodo, or Thrawn. Here we go. Biography. Mithra Nudorodo, better known as Thrawn, was a Chiss male who hailed from Kristalla, from Kristla, in the unknown regions, a dangerous and uncharted region of the galaxy. During this time, he rose to the ranks and became a well-respected member of the Chiss Ascendancy. At some point within the Chiss Ascendancy, Thrawn was assigned to explore the outer rim of the galaxy. The Ascendancy, which had discovered a mysterious threat to the unknown region and wished to know if the Galactic Republic would be a stable ally in the threat. meeting Anakin Skywalker. Eventually, Thrawn travels led with him to meet with Jedi General Anakin Skywalker during the Clone Wars. Thrawn then fought alongside Skywalker, finding himself impressed with Skywalker's courage and cunning. Skywalker also found himself impressed with Thrawn, speaking highly of him to Chancellor Sheev Palpatine when he returned to Coruscant. Thrawn was unimpressed, however, with the state of the Republic. He believed that it would be an unfit alliance for the Chiss ascendancy, citing that the Republic's democratic style of government created a bogged-down system where everyone had a voice, but nothing was accomplished. Encounter with the Neimoidians. Nevertheless, Thrawn continued his exploration in the Outer Rim until some time after the rise of the Galactic Empire. He discovered a colony of refuge of the Neimoidians. A colonist warned him of the tyranny of the Empire, pleading with Thrawn to bring the full force of the Chiss ascendancy against the Empire on Coruscant. Furthermore, they promised help with the attack, if that meant to rival the Galactic Republic. Thrawn refused their offer, but returned to the Chiss intrigued. After the encounter with the Neimoidians, Thrawn returned to the Chiss ascendancy seeking counsel, growing insecure about the worry of the threat of the new unknown regions. The ascendancy ruled that the time had come to judge whether or not the Empire was a suitable ally. Thrawn was given the mission. He would infiltrate the Empire in order to make an ally or weaken them as easy prey for the threat to attack instead of the ascendancy. In order to carry out this mission, Thrawn proceeded to fake his exile. With the help of the ascendancy and the Asura, Thrawn chose a planet in Wildspace instead of a hut, designed to look like Thrawn had been living there for years. After several attempts... Excuse me. I am so sorry. With the help of the ascendancy and the Asura, Thrawn chose a planet in Wildspace to set up a hut that designed to look at the hut Thrawn had been living there for years. After several attempts and a few stranded months, Thrawn finally managed to gain the attention of the Empire. Thrawn was away from his encampment when the Venator-class Star Destroyer Strike Fast, led by Captain Vos Paddock, arrived at the planet in searching for smugglers. As Paddock, Colonel Mossberg and Cadet Elevanto examined his encampment with Psi-Bisti markings on the crates around in accordance with the unknown Imperial alien protocol. Thrawn managed to crash a V-wing starfighter, surveying the planet with a carefully placed metaphysic line. Thrawn managed to remove the pilot's body from the flight suit, steal the pilot's blaster pistol, power packs and comlinks, and concussion grenades. Stuff the flight suit with grass, leaves, and thin husk bushes, and escaped the crash before the sight of Major Warren arrived at the scene to investigate. Once Rayan had brought the flight suit back to the Imperial encampment for Patrick Barris and Vanto to see, Thrawn set his plan to board the Strike Fast in motion. Hiding on the edge of the encampment, Thrawn removed the Sturmdrels from a stolen blaster packs and strapped them to the backs of small nocturnal creatures at improvised explosives. Drawn by the smell of Is there anyone else in the stream? I need to know if anyone else is in the stream, because if there's not, oh well. Even if there's not, I'll continue reading. Might as well get the viewers something they want. Alright. Alright. In response, Paddock ordered another group of V-Wings to perform a search grim. Thrawn realized he would need to replace the stolen comm before they jammed it, and managed to crash another V-Wing and swapped his stolen comm with the pilots. Thrawn also stole the pilot's blaster pistol, power packs, and concussion grenades, but did not remove the pilot's course from the flight suit. When Barriss discovered that Thrawn had stolen the pilot's comm, he ordered that particular comm shut down. Barriss did not, however, discover that Thrawn had swapped this first stolen comm with the second pilot's, so Thrawn was able to eavesdrop on the Imperial communications. Thrawn attacked the Navy troopers with explosives throughout the night, hoping to glow the Imperials into sending stormtroopers into the forest to investigate. Once stormtroopers were sent to search, Thrawn used another explosive to dispatch one in order to study the armor, jamming the Imperials' comms in order to distract from the sound of the explosion. After the screeching from the comms subsided, Barriss decided that he had enough of Thrawn's attacks. Deciding to take Thrawn's hut aboard the Strike Fast to study it there, knowing that it had time for come to him to return to his camp. Thrawn silently killed another stormtrooper, filling the stormtrooper's armor with explosives. Thrawn snuck the armor into the encampment and propped it up by the transport with stakes. While the Imperials were distracted by the exploding armor, Thrawn hid himself in a power jet casing from his camp. The casing was then loaded on the transport and taken with the rest of Thrawn's hut and crates to the Strike Fast. Once Thrawn was aboard the Strike Fast, he spent 2 standard hours waiting in the casings before leaving his hiding place. Moving swiftly, but not too swiftly that he wouldn't be seen, Thrawn crossed the hangar aboard and boarded a Zelta-class cargo shuttle. When Paddock sent troopers to intercept him, Thrawn allowed himself to be captured without resistance. Once he had willingly surrendered himself, Thrawn was brought before Patrick, Barriss, and Vanto, using Vanto as a translator. Paddock asked whether Thrawn stroked Basics or Cy Bisti, where Thrawn replied that he knew a fair bit of Basic, but was more comfortable with Cy Bisti. Vanto served as Thrawn's translator for the remainder of the conversation, as he told the Imperials of his exile and how he crashed the V-Wings, attacked the camp unseen, and infiltrated the Strike Fast. This conversation impressed Paddock, who at the point decided to present Thrawn to the Emperor himself. Thrawn was sent to his temporary little living quarters aboard the Strike Fast, and a separate meeting was held between Paddock and Vanto. In this meeting, it was determined that due to the knowledge of Chiss and Cy Bisti, Vanto would serve as Thrawn's translator and basic teacher for the duration of the trip. To the people who just joined, say hello in the chat, and I am giving a full biography. Phoenix Lightwing, the girl who had a fury called her boyfriend. What do I do? I don't know how to answer that. If you want my solid advice, Phoenix Lightwing. I just say that, thank you, Stacy. Phoenix, what I would do is I would simply tell her that, that's not the case, and that you want to, if you want to get to know each other, maybe something can happen. So, if you don't know what we're doing here I'm giving a full biography of Thrawn, or Mithra Nujoroto, my favorite Star Wars character. If you want to stay in, but she is hot. If you want to be with her, then you got to get to know her first. And don't rush into something that you don't understand, that you don't fully recommend. Get to know her first. All right. Now that we get back to Thrawn's biography. Meeting at the Imperial Palace. Is anyone still here? I need to know. I'll continue reading. Alright, thank you, Stacy. For the rest of the passage, meeting at the Imperial Palace. For the rest of his passage to Coruscant aboard the Strikefest, Thrawn spent his time in the company of Vanto. In addition to helping Thrawn with basics, Vanto told him the legends of the Chiss that he had heard growing up on Lysandra. Thrawn was amused by the legends, finding them interesting and informative, but also at times false or over-exaggerated. The two discussed the Empire, particularly the Emperor's social history and prejudice against aliens and those not from the core. Once the Strikefest reached Coruscant, Thrawn, Vanto, Barriss, Patridge, and several Navy troopers and stormtroopers boarded a Lambda-class T-4A shuttle for a flight to the Imperial Palace. If you'll excuse me real quick, I gotta go get some more water real quick. I will be right back. I'm sorry, guys, my throat is hurting. Alrighty, guys. Sorry. Alrighty. I humbly apologize for that. Reading Thrawn's biography is taking a lot out of my voice, so I have to make sure I have the water. But without further ado, let's get back to Thrawn's biography. If that's still what you want me to do. If you want me to do something else, I will gladly do it. But if I take the silence, then I'll see that you still want to hear Thrawn's biography. Despite knowing the importance of the man he was about to meet, Thrawn did not feel daunted by the prospect of meeting the Emperor. Instead, Vanto noticed that he looked maddeningly confident. Upon departing the shuttle, Thrawn and the Imperials were guided by two of Emperor's personal royal guardsmen to the throne room. Once they had arrived before the Emperor, Patridge presented Thrawn as a gift to him. Thrawn, however, offered him not as a gift, but as a resource. He informed Palpatine that the Ascendancy had discovered a mysterious threat in the unknown regions, offering his information on the threat in exchange for the Emperor's help, in hope of convincing Palpatine that he could be trusted. Thrawn offered the name of Skywalker as someone who could vouch for him, believing Skywalker to be a servant of the Emperor. The Emperor had informed Thrawn that Skywalker had died at the end of the Clone Wars, but that also Skywalker had spoken very highly of him before he had died. Accepting Thrawn's offer for information for the unknown regions, the Emperor offered offer something else in a role in the Imperial Navy. Thrawn accepted the condition that he was allowed to keep Vanto as his translator. Wishing to discuss the threat of the unknown regions further, Palpatine guided Thrawn to the privacy of his throne room interior garden. Thrawn was impressed by the artistry of the garden, believing it to be an active power of subtlety and depth of thought. Once within the garden, Thrawn and Palpatine discussed Palpatine's purposeful interest of the mysteries of the unknown regions. Palpatine came to discuss that Thrawn did not need a translator, but agreed to give him Vanto anyways. Exiting the garden and returning to the main throne room, Thrawn was assigned to 3 months of training in the Royal Imperial Academy with Vanto by his side, rising through the ranks. this even mention Adelon? I really hope it does. Like, I wanted to mention Adelon. Hold on, guys. I'm just making sure of something. All this was in the novel. If you guys want a full-blown reading, a full reading of something, then I would recommend the novel Thrawn by Timothy Zahn. It is a really, really good. Alrighty. Sorry, I was looking for something. You know what, guys? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end the stream here. And the next stream will be a Thrawn biography stream. Now, who's ever watching, is that okay? If you want me to continue, say continue. But if you want me to make an entire stream dedicated to reading Thrawn's biography, then just let me know. Because I don't want to be wasting your time. Alright, Stacy, and whoever else is in there, thank you once again for watching the stream. Remember, leave a like, make sure you subscribe. We are getting close to that 100. We are getting close to that 100 subscriber mark, guys. That is so amazing. I cannot wait to reach that. With always, that is let us have a great night, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye!